With these rumored Super Mario 3D remasters coming soon, they've captured pretty much everyone's attention because it's going to be so exciting to go back in time and play some of these older Mario games. However, arguably the best part of remasters in the first place is when the creators of said games go back in and add some new features from the newer versions of those games. For example, Super Mario Odyssey is the newest 3D Mario as of this video right now, and that game did a ton of things well. In my opinion though, no feature is as fun, provides as much replay value, and went as discussed than the crazy cap and the different outfits you could buy in that game. Whether it was the 40 something really unique outfits in the base game, some of which were tied into specific levels, or the fair amount of outfits they added in as free updates later on down the line, the crazy cap outfits provided so much replayability and was just a really fun way to kind of extend the life of that game in a super exciting and engaging way. It made sense too. Mario Odyssey is all about traveling the globe, so it would make sense that each new kingdom you would go to, you'd meet a new community of people, like the Toast Arena skeleton guys in the Sand Kingdom, or the weird robotic ones in the Wooded Kingdom, and you could be able to buy outfits that kind of go with those individual sections. Granted, these costumes would not make as much sense in games like Super Mario 64, or Super Mario Sunshine, or maybe even Mario Galaxy. However, I think there is a way for Nintendo to add costumes into the Super Mario 35th Anniversary Remastered Pack. I'm going to talk about how they could add all that stuff in, why it would be huge for these games, all that and more in this video. What's going on, guys? It's Thomas from the Switch Stop, and as you guys all saw in the thumbnail, I think that adding in costumes that could carry over between these games would be super fun. Obviously, adding in something like the Crazy Cap shop to I don't know, Mario 64 probably won't happen because you'd have to find a place to put it. It would probably just go in the random Peach's Castle courtyard or whatever, but you'd have to model it in the N64 style. You'd have to, model the Toads, create that entire shop system. That just seems incredibly too far-fetched. Plus, on top of that, they'd have to do that to the 3 or maybe 4 games that are in this collection, depends if Galaxy 2 is added. I don't think that's going to happen. Instead, what I think they're going to do is, well, you can see this menu right here. This is a menu I mocked up in literally 2 seconds. Obviously, it doesn't look that good, but it gets the point across, and that's, its purpose. You can create a new game, which if you click on the new game button, it'll let you choose between, the games that are actually in this, so you can choose Super Mario 64 or Super Mario Sunshine and just save it to a different save file. Kind of similar to the Nathan Drake collection on PS4, if any of you have ever played that. You can then load one of your previous save files that, you've already started. Then right down here, you can enter the shop. Now, the shop will have a ton of different designs. Each design will also carry over to each game. So, for example, as you see in the thumbnail here, you could probably buy a Luigi design, or I just called it Green Mario, because it's literally just a green reskin of Mario. I didn't even change, the M to an L or anything. And once you buy the Green Mario in the shop and equip it, it then carries over to both Galaxy, Galaxy 2, Sunshine, and 64. Not only would it be a great way to tie all the games together, but it also is probably the easiest solution for Nintendo, as they don't have to actually add anything into any of the games, because it all takes place in a menu that doesn't exist in one particular title. The only thing they'd have to change is it would literally be 1 or 2 lines of code just saying, hey, on game launch, check Mario Remastered shop, see which costumes equipped, and make switch Mario's player model out with that one. That is literally not hard at all. That is an incredibly easy thing to add in. On top of that, I don't think you would purchase these costumes with coins. Instead, I think you would be able to purchase them with the different, shine sprites or whatever, you're collecting in the individual games. So for example, in Super Mario 64, you obviously collect stars. There's infamously 120 stars in that game, and then, maybe there will be 150 because that's how many there were in the DS version. Maybe you could then use 10 of these stars to buy this Luigi costume. Maybe something a bit cooler, in my opinion, like this pirate costume would cost 50 stars. This would encourage players to give all of the games included in this pack a try. I know a lot of people will probably buy it just for Super Mario 64, or just for Super Mario Sunshine, just for whatever the game is that, they have the most nostalgic connection to or happen to like the most. However, say you were someone who only bought this game for Super Mario Galaxy, and you played through Super Mario Galaxy and that was it. Without these costumes, you might just not even bother to check out the other games. However, with these costumes, you have that motivation to go and, 100% Super Mario 64 to get all the stars, because if you get all the stars in Super Mario 64, you can buy some costumes in the shop which do transfer over to Super Mario Galaxy. Because remember, once you equip one costume, all three models, the N64 model, the GameCube model, and the Wii model, are equipped to their respective games, as you can see in this Luigi mock-up that I probably put in the thumbnail. On top of that, there are a ton of different costumes that, could be easily implemented. Pretty much any single costume from Mario Odyssey would be able to be transferred over. Obviously, they wouldn't be able to use the Odyssey model, but just the design of them works really well with the N64 low poly, because, let's be honest, that would be the hardest one to try and, recreate it in, just given that you can't really use as much, as many polygons as in, obviously the GameCube one or the Wii one. However, if you direct your attention to Mario Party, there are a bunch of different costumes in Mario Party 1, 2, and 3 for the N64 that obviously fit within that N64 polygon limit. Take, for example, this Pirate Mario costume that I think I've already flashed up on screen once or twice. So not only would these costumes add a cool new selling point, because there weren't costumes in any of these older games, they would encourage people who buy the game to play every single title included in it instead of just one, which therefore, puts them deeper into the Mario fan base and becomes more of a loyal customer, I guess. But last but not least, it's just a great way to pad out the gameplay time of the game. I'm gonna be honest, it's already a pretty good deal anyway, getting 3, maybe 4 3D Mario games for what, $60? But if Nintendo didn't want to fully remaster Super Mario 64 Sunshine and literally only made them HD and that was it, these costumes would be a great way to kind of justify that price, because at least you're adding in some additional content. However, most importantly, I'm just curious, would you guys want to see this at all? I fell in love with the Crazy Cap in Mario Odyssey, but I don't really see too many people talking about it, so let me know down in the comments below. I read every comment and I'll try and respond to as many as I can. Just let me know though, would this be something you guys would want to see in this Super Mario 3D Remaster collection or whatever? On top of that, if you made it this far in the video, I would assume you enjoy the video, and a lot of people who watch our channel aren't actually subscribed for some reason, so if you watch our channel but you're not actually subscribed, just press the subscribe button because it helps us out a ton. And I don't want to spoil anything, but we have literally the coolest videos we have ever made on this channel in our 3 years of working on YouTube. We are working on some of the coolest videos and projects, so just stay tuned for that. They'll probably either end up dropping right before or after we cross 100,000 subscribers, so if you want to help us get to that milestone, obviously, subscribing is the best thing you can do. If you enjoy podcasts, then check out our podcast, Nintendo Tonight. It'll be linked in the description. We just had a new episode all about Mario Kart, and it was actually with a special guest, so me, PJ, and one other person were on it, so if you want to see who that other person was and just listen to us rant about Mario Kart for an hour on end, that'll be linked in the description as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Thomas from the Switch Stop, signing off. Peace.